Okay, so again, hello everyone, Brittany Turner with EcoWorks. And now I will be reviewing the benchmarking calculations worksheet that is saved in Google Sheets. And I'll also be going over the portfolio manager reporting template that I have created and shared with the township in portfolio manager. So
Go ahead.
Okay. So I will then go over the benchmarking calculations Google Sheet right now. Okay. So in this spreadsheet, there are a number of different tabs at the bottom. The first one is just what I'm using for today to organize our meeting. The second one says key findings. Oh, and Bernie, let me actually share this with you.
Okay.
In the chat. I'll get to the chat. Stop sharing for a moment so I can see my chat.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so in this spreadsheet, there's key findings. So I put a little about in here, like that I made this and what this report contains. And then here is an outline of what this document includes, and it correlates with the tabs at the bottom. So it includes the final figures, then the information and metrics, which is like the nuts and bolts of what I use for the report. The final figures one actually has the formulas and the tables that then I put in the report. So you can access those if you want to like duplicate them for future reporting. Then the greenhouse gas emissions calculations, the things I just showed you, I have a tab for that. And then the rest are the raw data that I downloaded from Portfolio Manager. And so I always keep that with whatever I'm doing, but I want to show you that. So below that, the key findings metrics, these correlate to the key findings section at the beginning of the report, and then all of the figures that go with them. So then the next page, final figures. So these are all of the figures. Oh, of course, I fix these. I changed up where the source data was coming from. Let me fix that right quick. I could also fix that. I'll fix it later. At the moment, I had 2018 and 2021 on two different tabs. And then I realized I could just put them both on the same sheet, and then I'll show you what it looks like now. So I need to go through, but I made it where everything, most of this actually links to the data, so that I didn't make any mistakes.
Okay.
Here's one that's not linked right here. You can see, but these are all of the, so I just copied these and pasted these in the report. So in future reporting, you can just make a copy of this and then put your numbers in, and you can make the same graphs. So I tried to make that really simple and easy. So all of them are here and they're numbered according to the figure that correlates to the report. So you have all of that. Greenhouse gas emissions, it should just say CO2. But this, I won't spend much time on this right now. I don't know if it's all that relevant, but I just wanted you to know it's here. So this is like the formula I use to get electricity, so the CO2 emissions calculation. And then I like to lay everything out. So everything that's in this formula is also listed here.
Okay.
And then I just multiplied them together. So that's how I got the numbers. I was trying to do it for propane and these numbers are just not coming out right. So I'm just not going to worry about it
Okay.
at the moment. Okay, so these are the beautiful tables that have come out of this. I'm very proud.
Nice.
So this is where I was talking about. I had like this is the 2018 data, and I color coded it where blue is 2018, just like tan yellow color is 2021, and then I added a new one for 2022. That's
Okay.
pink, and you can update it with data you download from Portfolio Manager.
Okay.
Initially, I had this on a separate tab, and then I realized, oh, I could just put it all in one place. And then what's nice is that if you go in here and you're updating it for the next year, all of the work that has been done before feels like it's cohesive with what you're doing. So it doesn't feel like a separate spreadsheet that's just gonna like not be looked at again, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
So I did it like that. So this, I went through all of these and made sure that all of the headings here match the data from Portfolio Manager. So all of these headings are what is in Portfolio Manager and those different metrics, and I'll show you that. And then this is just a random order that I've just been using to put them all in. And then all of these have formulas. So you can get the totals. The units are in the headings. If they're blacked out, that's just because there was nothing for a total. And then they're color coded by electricity. These are also going to be printed out. There's one right here that I can show you. These are formatted so you can actually print them. And I'll include PDFs for the report in this, but you could also, like, as you do it throughout the years, you can use this and like easily print it out to share with whoever needs to see it. So there's electricity in here, and I don't know if I need to go through all the details of those, but there's electricity, there's natural gas, propane, renewable systems, greenhouse gas emissions, and then your total site and source energy use. So it's all color coded. And in here, this is just like a whatever you prefer, but I thought about switching the order so that 2018 is at the bottom, and then 2021, and then 2022, so that when you go in and if you use this, the one at the top is just the one that you're updating to make it easier. So that's the information in metrics spreadsheet. Not an official name, I just made it up. And then the rest of this is actually the raw data. So this one was specifically for site energy usage, which means it's just everything that was reported as consumption on site. So it doesn't include any of the energy that was used to transport it from the power plant to your building. So the source energy looks at the source of that energy that you're getting. Site just looks at whatever is generated at your building. And so I had to use these in order to calculate the percentages right here for how much of your consumption is electricity, how much is natural gas, how much is propane. So that's why it's a separate table. But the way I did it for you is that when you download it, you'll just get like a ton, you'll get all of the data in one spreadsheet.
Okay.
Yeah. So then this is what it actually looks like when you download it. It'll have like your download date, when it was generated, number of properties. And so it's, you know, all pretty plain. Just a little nuance with it. And this is the only way I know how to do it. Maybe there's a more efficient way to do it. But when I download all the data, what I end up doing so that I can make it match my tables here is I had to I had to go through and like select this cell, cut it, move it to where it needs to be so I can make the order, or select that row so I can move it and put it in the order that I need it. Maybe there's another way to make it, but it takes like five minutes at most to just get it all situated. But you just copy or you just cut and paste it. And then once it's in that order, you can go through and say, okay, I need year built if you need that, or I need Energy Star score, or weather normalized site electricity use. And you can just copy this cell and then you can paste it in here.
Okay.
And then maybe there could be a way to automate it somehow. Like if you made like a smart sheet that could pull from it. I'm not that sophisticated, so I just just copy and paste at the moment. But it gets the job done. So then same thing for 2021. Downloaded the data, put it in here, and that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so any questions about any of this before?
No, I did try to open it and it's opening in a different email for me. Is there a way? I asked for approval.
Oh, let me go in and approve it right now.
Thank you.
About my computer.